I love that song.
What's with all the hands?
I'm getting a hand from LegalZoom.
Why? There's so many smart influencers who...
You need an LL.
I have too many subscriptions this month. This is the song right here. Really good song. The remix, son. That song just hits. I gotta replay it. This is the bangers. That's the bangers, son.
Introducing new Ben & Jerry's ice cream bars. Put a stick in it.
Sounds a little more wavy on this one. Man, son. Loser. I ban a loser. Evil motherfucker.
Stimulate your senses.
Yeah, to be a bully, for malicious, listen to what I feel.
I feel pain when you call me that name. I'm a person just like you.
To be a bully,
I feel pain when you call me that.
and can only be sore.
This song's awesome.
And can only be sore.
Swarm.
That song's great.
It can only be sworn.
Swarm.
Thank you. You saved my ass.
How's it going?
Please help.
What's going on?
Like now.
Let's hear it.
So I've lost.
I'm so sick and tired of the SSD prices these days. Part of my Plex server is actually using a BDXL disk right now for its music portion. I have about 100 gigabytes of music. It's all on one of these disks. This right here is one of the only ways that you can get large amounts of storage for data at a reasonable price. In fact, this M disk, which is supposed to last 1,000 years, is actually cheaper right now per gigabyte than many hard drives, let alone SSDs. It's actually unbelievable that these have not gone up in price. I'm so sick and tired of the SSD prices these days. Part of my Plex server is actually using a BDXL disk right now for its music portion. I have about 100 gigabytes of music. It's all on one of these disks. This right here is one of the only ways that you can get large amounts of storage for data at a reasonable price. In fact, this M disk, which is supposed to last 1,000 years, is actually cheaper right now per gigabyte than many hard drives, let alone SSDs. It's actually unbelievable that these have not gone up in price.
Thank you. You saved.
Holy is that a NASA computer?
Easy, man. It's a Maloon gaming PC with Ryzen 7 9800 X3D and RTX 5070 Ti.
How much is it? Around $2,000?
$2,000? How many do you want?
Definitely just one.
Actually, these high-end gaming PCs are on clearance right now. Temu is offering a huge discount.
For real? Do these things actually work?
Check this out. It's got a 360 liquid cooling system, 32 gigabytes deep.
I bought this dead 9800 X3D for cheap because the previous owner accidentally dropped it. This nasty scratch mark across the contact pad might look tiny to our eyes, but under the microscope, that scratch is cutting through vital layers of computing power. Let's throw it on a diagnostic card to fully see the damage. We see channel B is missing 4 connections and channel A is missing 5. A total of 9 broken traces mean this chip is no different from a brick. Time to rescue it. First you must scrape away the outer layers to show fractured lines hidden beneath. Using a steady hand and thin copper wires, I must manually bridge each broken connection one by one. Finally, we seal the work with a green soldered mask and lock it in place with UV light. Now the moment of truth, let's slot it into a motherboard and try to boot. Great, it seems everything is working and I made my money back. I bought this dead 9800 X3D for cheap because the previous owner accidentally dropped it. This nasty scratch mark across the contact pad might look tiny to our eyes, but under the microscope, that scratch is cutting through vital layers of computing power.
Is it worth anything?
I bought it.
I'm so sick and tired of.
Thank you. You saved my ass.
How's it going?
Please help me.
What's going on?
Like now.
Let's hear it.
So I lost my debit card.
Okay.
Can't find it anywhere.
Sorry, you're rough start of the day.
And my son says we can do a digital wallet.
Okay.
Because I have money in the bank, but I can't access it.
Yeah.
So my husband, not knowing what the hell he's doing, pushing all these buttons,
Yeah.
they've locked me out of my phone.
Out of your phone.
Google. I've never had to do this
And
to get in my phone.
gotcha.
I don't remember. This is an older phone. This is what
I
happened.
Googled it, and they said that you could go get in through Google and then get in through the cloud and go that way with it, but
So that's technically right, but there's no way to buy. This is the Samsung lock. So this is to unlock your phone.
Can you help me?
Yes and no, technically. Somebody must have set up a passcode in order, like, to add the,
I never did that.
because you need to in order to use, like, the app, the wallet
well, I
on
was
your
setting
phone.
it up.
Yeah, so it's probably a code that you put in.
No.
What?
We
it,
did.
It's gotta be.
We
yeah.
did. We
Yeah.
put my son's code in.
200.
That was it. Yeah, that's all it was. So, when you go to set up the digital wallet, you need a passcode on the phone, or else it won't let you set it up. That's so if somebody steals the phone, they can't access your wallet. You know?
So how do I do, what do I do now?
So when you gotta go to your phone, you gotta
Like
put
how
that
do you
number
get
in
into
there.
a digital wallet, like without screwing anything up?
Well, thank God that was the right
Oh,
passcode.
thank
Yeah,
you very
thank God.
much.
The only thing I could have done, if you guys didn't know that, was wipe out the phone. That would have been
That's what he told me and I would have freaked out.
Yeah.
You would have been dead.
How does she back up all the pictures on there?
And it does that automatically to Google.
When I told him that, he got mad at me.
Well, I didn't. Never mind. I don't care. It was all my fault.
Sometimes that's the best decision. So all you gotta do is you hit the wallet. Yeah, so if you just hold it up to a card reader, they'll scan
So
it.
how many steps do I have to go to do that?
Just hit wallet and then hit on the card that you want to use.
That's why your phone's locking, so nobody can do that to you.
So nobody can just
Is it
take,
gonna lock again?
yeah, every single time. Like I said, in order to have the wallet activated, to be able to use the digital wallet, you have to have a password on
You
the
don't want
phone.
anybody getting in
I mean,
there.
we could do Face ID also, where it just detects that you're
I think you
using
should
it.
do both. Like I have three.
Yeah.
I have my thumb, my face.
Yeah. You want to set that up?
And I mean, lipstick on.
There you
It's
go.
fine. Look up. Look up to your left.
Where?
To your left.
Do I owe you money?
No, you're good.
Oh, you're so
Thank you.
great.
You
Thank
saved
so
my ass.
much.
You know.
Yeah, you would have been.
Let's go see the doctor.
Come on, buddy.
Not myself, he goes, but I feel bad. Okay.
No worries. I'm glad I was able to help you out.
Thank you, God.
Thank you.
Great,
You
thank
saved
you
my
so
ass.
much.
How's it going? How's it going, guys? Good. What you got?
She can go first.
Okay.
So my iPad is shattered.
Oh man, what happened to it?
It was in my chair.
And for some reason, it just
Froze.
froze. It's not doing anything.
On the day of trading?
On the day of trading.
That's crazy.
So,
I'm gonna try to do a soft reset and we'll see what happens.
because I do the, try to, shut it down,
Yeah,
but it's not doing it. Even the lady at the Verizon store.
she tried it too.
Yeah.
I think it's got like some kind of Zoom feature on or something.
The funny thing is I picked up my phone,
Mhm.
I put in my passcode, and then for some reason, and then, I don't know, magic touch.
And that too. Volume up once, volume down once, and then you press and hold the power button for about 30 seconds.
Then it was just like circling, like it was searching.
Yeah.
It was like all different colors waving, and then it was like dots going around in circles. And I'm like, what do I do? And then they said, oh, you gotta go to a third party. And I said to my wife, we're at a Verizon store. You know why?
Yeah, they only can sell you a new phone. That's all they can do for you. But once this is done, it should work. No issues, and you'll be good to go trade it in.
You just
The volume up button once,
Yeah.
the volume down button, and then you press and hold the power button for about 30 seconds. Because when you swipe,
no kidding.
that forces the phone into a reboot. But if you want to punch the password in and test it out, I'm sure it has no issues now.
I don't have no money to give you.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Thank you.
go get the money for the phone, Of course.
And for some reason, it just
Froze.
froze. It's not doing anything.
On the day of trading?
On the day of trading.
That's crazy.
So,
I'm gonna try to do a soft reset and we'll see what happens. How's it going, guys? Good. What you got?
She can go first.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's no problem.
Yeah.
So, it's nice to meet you. I have to tell you, I worked in customer service my whole life. I'm going to tell you.
Can I make a complaint?
Yeah, how you treat older people should be like taught to everybody in retail. You are so kind and so nice to seniors that my mom's 90 years old. I can only hope that everybody is as nice to you as you are.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are the complete opposite of me. So hopefully I balance it out a little bit, you know?
These two are an anomaly.
Yeah, I stumbled one day, it popped into my Facebook feed, and then I'm like, oh my god, it's like incredible.
I was just about to ask you, where do you watch on?
All three. I worked in customer service. I worked for
I was just about to ask
I
you.
worked in the ski business for 35 years.
Ski business? Doing what?
Selling skis, teaching skis.
Oh, that's cool.
Neil Armstrong.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I said I met Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. But
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What? 2 astronauts.
Yeah, no, I said
How many astronauts did they meet?
it was such a quiet.
Really?
And yeah, I was.
Which one, Buzz or Neil Armstrong?
1969. I was like 10 years old, and we were staying in Seattle City with my parents camping. And of course, back then there was no cell phones.
And you saw
black and white television. We went to some little TV store that had a 13-inch black and white TV in the window with a speaker, and we watched him. We watched In the Rain.
Yeah.
I'm telling the story. He's very humble, but it was really
Yeah, but you know, like, remember the first guy who went, like in Albany, John Glenn, and he went up and just came down?
Yeah.
But that's a big deal, but no one's ever done it.
Just
you know what I mean?
it's
It's
just
like,
getting in a rocket is amazing.
yeah.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
claustrophobic?
Yeah, no, just the speed going up on a rocket going thousands of miles an hour. I'm not doing that. Sorry. I like it. I like my feet on the floor.
Yeah.
Come in, the
Oh,
tiles,
Yeah,
once it
burning
burns
up. Yeah, it's crazy.
Like from the local guy that gives money to the Little League,
I guess.
gives money to the kids, the Girl Scouts, the boys. Then walk into Best Buy and spend all my money.
Yeah, literally.
But it's refreshing. You were doing a good thing. I just wish you were doing a
I really appreciate it.
really good thing. And I have a friend. I told him. I said, you need to show this to your employees. You guys are amazing.
That's a hell of a compliment, honestly. Again, it was nice meeting you.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the moment one fighter took things way too far. He had already delivered one of the fastest and most brutal knockouts in UFC history, but what he did immediately after turned an incredible finish into something much uglier. He rushed toward Askren and landed 2 more shots before the referee could stop him. And somehow, that still wasn't enough. With Askren lying motionless on the canvas, Masvidal mocked him, pretending to collapse.
Did you know that once a year, upgrading from this to this could give you a chance to win $100,000 cash or one of 3 cars? A Lamborghini Serato, a Ford Velociraptor, or a new Bronco. What makes this?
In May 2017, security researchers forced Intel to publish an emergency warning about a flaw buried far below Windows, Linux, and every antivirus program. The vulnerable code lived inside Intel's management firmware, a system most PC owners had never installed. A component from modern Intel hardware. The management engine is not proven to be a surveillance backdoor. What it does offer is something conventional. Consumer firmware almost never get put top session. To an engine. Ported on firmware updates supplied through the hardware.
Massive day for the unemployed. Whatever happened to Chris Tyson? Since the whole Shabbat debacle, it's been pretty much radio silent. Until in late 2025, Neon apparently saw Chris working in a movie theater.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hi!
Mr. Beast?
That is? No, that's not Mr. Beast.
That's
What?
No way, for real?
Which brings us to our question, whatever happened to Chris Tyson?
Why Chris Tyson will soon be a nightmare for Mr. Beast, and the response was overwhelmingly negative.
Absolute psychopathic behavior, bro. Have some shame and decency before you put out a video like this.
Sunny V2 was vindicated. I think he knew.
He did make these bizarre jokes about Jimmy being female, making him incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh my god, Jimmy, look, they drew you. Jimmy, they drew you so well.
Brother,
That's just the tip of the iceberg for Chris Tyson.
I started taking HRT and like I was amazed like after.
I still remember when someone said this dude would hide a bite in a zombie apocalypse, and it still rings true to today. This is getting absurd. Chris isn't my nightmare, he's my friend. Things are fine. All this transphobia is starting to piss me off.
Extremely transphobic and disgusting.
People were pushing this transphobia thing on Sunny V2 very hard back in the day. That doesn't change the fact that back then Chris destroyed his marriage for this.
Wasn't one of our 52 genders.
There's also this YouTube channel people are speculating is Chris Tyson, which says, this isn't a real account to Ava Chris Tyson. It's weird for an account that is not Chris Tyson posting about, you know, Chris's son.
We're trans girls, we be yapping.
Yo, trans girls be yapping?
That's not a trans girl thing.
And then Chris went to hang out with like Boblax or something. I didn't even realize Chris said this, but this is more dog whistling that somehow trans and GNC folks aren't safe around kids. Tucker begs me to come back when I leave for like 2 days to film. He is so loved and happy. I still think putting your male child in heels is abusive though. I mean, this case is so cut and dry today, but I still remember it was a good week before people like Ludwig and even Critical said anything about Chris or Ava Chris Tyson, if you will.
Would only get worse as more evidence of Ava talking inappropriately with minors came out, which turned some people's attention away from Ava and towards Mr. Beast. The controversy was massive.
Fresh lemonade!
Sorry, kid, I don't get paid till Friday.
Just use Bridget and get up to $250 instantly, with no credit check, interest, or late fees.
You want strawberry or regular? Download the Bridget app and get $50 to $250 instantly.
That's it. We let you split big payments into not so big ones whenever you need to, because we trust you.
What is Unk even posting now?
Saying that her past tweets and actions were just edgy jokes, and that she had decided to...
No way! The guys you paid found you it! Things about the whole Mr. Beast case. They had this freaky poster in their room, and
His reputation was slowly disintegrating one leaked chat at a time.
Nails done at a nail
Notice this, but look at the body language, it's brutal. And I'm not making this video out of hatred, I have no...
Chris began to display increasingly feminine traits, making tweets such as, I finally got my nails done at a nail. He removed his wedding ring, with the ring's absence
Notice this, but look at the body language, it's brutal. And I'm not making this video out of hatred, I have no ill will towards Chris Tyson or anything of that sort. In fact, I more so feel pity, mostly for... Pause? Tyson's son, though.
There goes a father figure the kid won't ever be able to look up to. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Weak man times.
Joe Rogan quote got 82,000 likes. Insanity.
I know I'm going to be a great parent, and so is every other person who puts the love of their child before everything. I made this decision because I wanted to show up as my best and happy self for him. In a way, this was for Tucker.
See, that'd be a lot easier to believe if we didn't already know that Chris was a addicted freak.
It's never too late to start being...
Bro, I was just lost, bro. What? You funny as fuck. What? Looking smart and funny dude. What? You drinking that can with 2 hands, bro.
Bro, I was just lost, bro.
Yourself, which received praise from Mr. Beast.
I didn't know even YouTube chimed into it.
Chris likely believes that people will slowly adapt to his new appearance over time, but is this really going to happen?
No. Everyone has changed their perception about.
Yo, you want them to stay?
Oh, I understand. You gotta pay me to stay.
You go. I'm carrying out. Too much to raise you. Why do I pay you to stay though?
I was supposed to be here for like an opportunity would let me, and I'm gonna be gone because he lived there.
And it's just my clickbait video calling him broke.
Sunny V2 was in fact right about Mr. Beast.
I was like bone chilling cold, dude.
This was the solution Sunny provided Jimmy for the Ava issue.
The only clean solution should things go south might be for Chris to resign himself, and even then rumors and bad press will be unavoidable.
Which is quite scary in how close to reality Sunny's prediction hit.
Even though Sunny never dove into the weird stuff, it's no denying that his video did sorta age like fine wine.
So Mr. Beast's friend, he's been caught talking to kids, trying to children. Surprise, surprise. Didn't see that one coming.
He didn't see this one coming either. Looking at the Chris Tyson channel, it's a sad sight. The dislikes are insane and all the comments are very sad. Wake up, bro. Wake the f*** up. I was cool at some point, Chris. Damn, bro, you really did f*** up. All we can do is pray for him.
Stand up, not in the street while you try not to laugh.
It's honestly not very funny. It's actually pretty sad. He's essentially a cautionary tale in what happens if you goon too close to the sun. I also stole the thumbnail idea from this dude, but hey, that's how mafia works.
You ripped apart your family and took a father figure away from your son just so you could paint your nails and act zesty. Pathetic. He will get torn apart at school, won't want to have friends around his house. A life full of difference and being alone.
Oh no, the latest short of that Chris Tyson channel is playing a Roblox. If you're playing Roblox above the age of 18, newsflash.
So during all that, even when I was like rotting in bed for like the first 6 months.
Is Chris Tyson, like, who would make a fan account of this? From being a star at Mr. Beast to working in the movie theater, I guess this is just a legacy of Chris Tyson. Subscribe to my channel if you missed the old Chris.
I was cool with something.
When heartburn hits, reach for Tums and love food back. Tums.
The pink ones, that's what's up.
Jessica, Total Wireless here. We want to do an ad with you.
Now? Why?
Because if anyone needs unlimited, it's the one planning to use it. Yep.
Hey, bro. Look, I'm gonna lick it, right, okay? I'm gonna lick it, bro. I'm gonna lick it, right? Don't say it. We don't want to talk about it. Okay? We don't want to, but I ain't gonna lie though. You want to go somewhere else too, though. Where do you go? I'm gonna say it. So where do you want to go? Where do you request to go? I request to go to Taiwan. Oh my God. Cause Lick it. We going to Japan. We're going to Japan.
They're going to Japan.
Genuinely told that. Let's go to like 3, bro.
Everyone's trying to do the Japan thing. Everyone thinks they're Japan, dude. Anyone can go to Japan now, but see if this website's doing anything at all, dude.
It looks nice, man. I feel like I'm in New York. New York. New York Same size. How much do you pay for rent here? Yeah.
How much?
$700, yeah?
No, $250.
Dollars? Nice. That's not bad, dude.
If you're struggling with depression and not feeling the comfort and peace that you need, I invite you to meet with missionaries like me from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We can help you lift your burdens through the gospel of Jesus Christ.
When a startup built a chip that can run AI 20 times faster than NVIDIA's best GPUs, that too while using 10 times less power doing it, NVIDIA didn't try to beat it. Instead, they paid $20 billion to make it disappear. And I'm not even joking, of them. But in December 2025, NVIDIA acquired Grok in a deal specifically structured to avoid antitrust regulators. They silently absorbed their engineers, the patents, and the entire architecture, then folded it into their next generation hardware. That tells you exactly how dangerous this thing was for NVIDIA. So what did Grok actually build? And if this architecture is truly 20 times faster, why hasn't it already replaced the GPU? This is an LPU, and the reason it demolishes a GPU at inference comes down to a fundamental physical flaw inside every GPU that ever existed. You see, a GPU was never built for AI. It was a graphics accelerator. It was built for gaming. And when you use it to run a large language model, you immediately run into a problem. Every single time the GPU generates one token, it has to go fetch the entire model's weights from VRAM, drag them to the cores, do the math, and then send the result back. It does this for every single token. At 40 tokens per second, that's 40 round trips to memory every second. The actual math is almost instant. The chip is literally just waiting most of the time. But LPU's entire architecture is built around one idea: what if the model never had to leave the chip at all? And to make that happen, they had to abandon traditional GPU memory completely. Modern GPUs store massive amounts of data using DRAM. To hold a single bit of information, DRAM uses just one tiny transistor and a microscopic capacitor. Because it's so small, NVIDIA can cram 80 gigabytes of it onto a single GPU. But there are two massive catches. First, capacitors leak electricity and have to be constantly refreshed. Second, because this memory bank is so incredibly huge, it cannot fit inside the compute core. It sits outside, centimeters away from the core. A few centimeters sounds tiny, but when a chip is doing billions of calculations per second, those centimeters turn into hundreds of miles. Grok bypassed this entirely by using SRAM. SRAM doesn't use leaky capacitors. It uses a locked circuit built out of 6 transistors. And more importantly, the memory isn't sitting on a separate chip across the board. The SRAM is baked directly into the silicon die itself. The memory and the math cores are literally millimeters apart. The data has no commute. It's instantly available the exact millisecond the core asks for it. That is how the LPU is able to hit 80 terabytes per second and obliterates the GPU in raw speed. But here's where it breaks. When every single bit of memory requires 6 transistors instead of 1, your memory explodes in size. SRAM is incredibly fast, but it is physically massive on the silicon die. Now you might be thinking, isn't that an overglorified L1 cache? What a big deal. But it is indeed a massive deal. There is a reason why you don't get 200 megabytes worth of L1 cache on your GPU. You don't even get 200 kilobytes of it actually. Printing this many 6 transistor circuits onto one continuous die is not a joke. It pushes the absolute radical limit of semiconductor manufacturing, but even an engineering miracle can't break the laws of physics. Because those SRAM blocks are so physically large, you simply cannot fit very much of it on a single chip. While an NVIDIA GPU holds an easy 80 gigabyte, a single LPU can still only hold 230 megabytes, at least for now. And unlike a GPU, it cannot train a model, it can only run it. That sounds like a death sentence until you see what happens when you start stacking them. But first, how did Grok manage to print 230 megabytes of it when nobody has dedicated this much silicon to pure on-die SRAM as a memory replacement? Simple. They deleted the rest of the chip. NVIDIA uses up their silicon space by building complex physical hardware to direct traffic and schedule data. Grok realized AI math is entirely predictable, so they ripped out the hardware schedulers, leaving massive amounts of empty space on the silicon. They filled all that empty space with SRAM, but by deleting the physical traffic routers, Grok had to move all that traffic control into the software. And that software is the actual reason Grok is so incredibly terrifying to NVIDIA. But even though it's a big deal to have this much SRAM on it, it's still nowhere close to running an actual state-of-the-art model. Real models are hundreds of gigabytes. So how is that even competing against GPUs if it can't even run some of the smallest AI models? And that's why the chips are built from ground up to be clustered with hundreds of them together. And here's where every other chip manufacturer fails. The moment you chain that many chips together, they spend more time waiting on each other than actually doing what they're supposed to. But Grok's compiler is perfectly deterministic. It knows everything before it even happens. Before the code ever physically touches the silicon, Grok's software maps out the exact path of every single electron. It pre-calculates the entire journey down to the exact nanosecond. The chips never have to ask each other for data, and they never wait. They just blindly execute their math, and the data arrives perfectly on time. The compiler forces 256 independent chips to act as one flawlessly synchronized brain. And the real reason why Nvidia paid $20 billion isn't actually about the raw chips. Their GPUs are already the undisputed kings of raw compute. Nvidia's actual nightmare is the network. When a company like OpenAI builds a data center, they are never using just one GPU. They are wiring together tens of thousands of them. And right now, getting 10,000 GPUs to talk to each other without causing massive network bottlenecks is one of the hardest engineering problems on Earth. Grok solved multi-chip scaling gracefully. The more chips you stack together, the better it gets. They bought Grok to rip out their deterministic networking technology, fold that software into their next generation of GPUs, and permanently neutralize the only company that figured out how to beat them at scale. If you like this video, you will definitely like this one where the chip literally just stops using electricity to compute. See you there.
Half of the fun is the hunting part of things, and the buyer protection feature on Depop makes me feel even safer when buying things secondhand. And girl, when you finally find the right item, that dopamine hit is a match. So if you're trying to be more intentional with life, but you still love fashion, just like me, I recommend that you start searching on Depop.
So do you remember this HMU card? I got it when you watched Pokemon the movie 2000 in theaters, which I did not do, but I did buy it on eBay. And I fear it's awakened something in me. So whenever I have an urge to rip a Pokemon card pack, I like to hop on it.
I just get fucking so mad.